Welcome back everybody to another farming simulator video. In this episode we're back and we're actually on, well, the map really doesn't matter, but we're doing a Massey Ferguson mod review. Now I will just say I'm on medium settings because I couldn't run it on high because there's that much machinery on this map and I've got all these tractors. But basically if you look up one line, so straight up there, that is all the tractors in the pack, and there's 3 of each tractor, so I'm just showing different things so I don't have to keep doing it on every tractor. So it's taken me about an hour to get this set up and do everything to each tractor. So yeah, in fact what it's done, because I left and came back, I opened all the doors on these end ones here, but it's shut them all, but I can show you again. But basically we'll start off in the menu and I'll just work my way through. I can't really do a really in-depth guide because it'd be a really long video, and I'm just giving you a brief overview to see if you like it. So the link will be in the description to these, probably midway down in the description. But in the pack it starts here, and it starts with the Massey Ferguson 5712. 117,000. Now I'm not going to read them all out because it's going to take forever, but if you want to read any of these, just pause it. So you've got this one with 120 horsepower, the 6613 with 128, the 6616 with 158, and the 7718 with 178, and the 7726 with 255, which is a much bigger. Now I haven't really tested these out, but I've definitely seen all the features that they have, and I've got them up at the side of me. So there's things like all removable front loader brackets to the models 5712, 6613 and 6616. So and the actual back ones, I'll just show you a second. They all have dual wheels like this, but as I can show you in a second, I'll show you on this one. So if you click N, that's for when you're driving through crops and you can actually change the wheels, and this is on the first, I think it's on the first 3. Not exactly sure. I did do this, but it's lost it all. Yeah, it's on the first 3, not on this one though, because the wheels are bigger. Another feature is the dual wheels, like I said, and they are on every one of them. So you hit key 4, and this is on the keypad. Key 4 to take them away at the front, and they seem to work alright. And key 7 at the back. But I will just show you another feature that there is. There's on the, I forgot what we were going to say now. Oh yeah, on the models 7718 and 7726, you can cycle through the wheel variation, like I said. And in fact, no, that's that's weird. There's 3, not 2. It's missed off in the description, I think. Right, so if we go to this one over this side, you can see just by going to the side of the tyre and hitting X, you can remove and apply the mudguards or fenders, whatever you want to call them. Also going up to the front hitch and pressing X lowers the hitch, and this is on all the models that I've found. Also the bonnet, which has quite a lot of detail, like you can see through the bonnet. I like that. I can't really get up there to see. There we go. There's quite a bit of detail. I don't think there's any moving parts. We'll just jump in the tractor. No, there's no moving parts, but that's how the tractor sounds. I'll just run forward. Let me take the handbrake off. I think there is a little bit of a variation with the tractor sounds, But yeah, you just go to the front, and instead of pressing X, which would fold that down, you just press O, and that brings the bonnet down nicely. Also another feature from the back, if you come to the back and if you look at that one's got GB above it. Let's just jump up there. Can you see that? And the number plate. Now MF is Massey Ferguson, I'm thinking, but I'm not sure what they are. I can't really see at this angle. You have to look at each one, but I think that's Europe or something, Great Britain. So there's quite a few variations for different countries which you are in, and obviously you pick that maybe on the map or where you live, I don't know. But as we're jumping into the cab, we'll start off with the big cab because it's bigger, and I'm pretty sure it's all the same. There's a little variations with sizes and different things like that. But the mirrors do work, but as I'm on medium settings, they're not working at the moment. But we've got a door at that side and a door at that side, which works very fluent. And I didn't actually notice this until I read through the description, and that opens on the top. Like I said, I had these open before, which was a shame that they all closed. And when you spin around at the back, there's got a nice little opening mechanism. This turns and lifts up, so it's not just thrown together. It's quite a well detailed mod, as you can see. Now I'm just going to jump out of the tractor and have a look at these wheels. Now if you hit X, you go down to the original wheel size with the weight, and then you can add this weight and this weight, and you have to go around the other side to apply the other one, so you can take that off while this one will stay on. You can do this with, I think, all the tractors, but this one doesn't have the third one like the other one did. Let's just have a look on this one. No, I don't think this one has it. So it's just the two big ones at the front. There's not many more features apart from these. Which one does it start from? I think it starts from, yeah, it starts from this version. You can put front loaders on the front. Now I haven't got any front loaders to demonstrate, unfortunately, but they just hook straight onto the front, and I'm pretty sure you'd remove the fenders if you were using that. But you've got this model that's back here, and this one's a bit more of a variation, I suppose. The bonnet's not as flat like these, as you can see. This one's more sloped. I'm not a fan of this, but it's good for a little shunter or maybe something that you want to use it for. And yeah, so there's not much variation between the lot apart from on the outside. And I've found if you start this one up, you can tell that one's a little bit more tinny. So if you just listen closely, and go back to normal wheels. So it does take a little bit longer than the other ones to get up to speed, but the brakes do really work well. Like, they'll stop you dead on. And we'll just go through the light functions. So it's the same on each tractor. So you've got your flashing beacons, only one setting for that. You've got your left indicator, you've got your right indicator, you've got your front lights, your back lights, and oh, these one, the back lights aren't working on these. Might work on the front ones. So it might just not be showing up, I'm not sure about that. But on the front line, obviously as the engine size gets bigger, the acceleration is much faster, as you can see there. And once they get going, they are quite quick tractors. They do seem to handle pretty well, and the suspension, I haven't really got anything to test the suspension out, but we can go up this hill up here and I'll just show you what I mean. Look, you can see when you go over bumps like that, the suspension's moving quite a bit. I don't know if the seat bounces, I don't think it does. but you can see the flex in the suspension there. It's not over the top like I've seen with some models. It's just nice, and obviously this is bullet bill, and everything seems to be well modelled, as are most of his, well, I'd say all of his mods, to be honest. You can assure a good quality with bullet bills. I think, no, it's not bullet bill, is it? I'm not even sure. I might. I don't know if it is bullet bill, so don't take my word on that. But yeah, these are a really nice set of tractors, and I'd advise, if people, you know, Massey Ferguson, there's not been many around that have been good. Like, I have some, and they're not brilliant models, to be honest. We'll just take this one for a test drive, and yeah, in fact, no, we won't. We'll turn this one off, and we'll get in the one next to it. So yeah, the Massey Fergusons that's been out, they haven't been the best. Now I'm just checking that these clip. Oh, they don't. That's disappointing. That these don't clip. Now you'd expect that from a mod from. I'm not sure if it is bullet bill, but you would expect them to clip, and a lot do clip. I was wondering why they didn't when I was walking through them. But that is disappointing. I don't know if they leave tracks either. Doesn't look like they do. No, you still only have 2 tracks behind the tractor, so that is disappointing. So I wouldn't recommend the dual, because it's actually not going to help you, and it's not very realistic. But yeah, this is quite a nice mod pack, and I'd advise you to take a look if you're into Massey Ferguson. If not, then it's not the right pack for you. But there's been a great demand for Massey Ferguson, and there hasn't been that many tractors out that I've seen personally. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this episode, and I hope it's helped you out a little bit to decide if you like the pack, or if there's any tractors that you'd like or want. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it, and make sure to subscribe. Check out my Facebook page if you want to ask me any questions. Ask me on there. That's probably the best place. I will reply to your comments in the description, as I always do. And join me for some more farming videos in the future, and I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.